He was like, man, check this out. And he playing the video, and I'm looking, and I'm like, hold on, bro. Like, look, man, I'm from the hood. It's just some shit I didn't get exposed to at an early age, right? So I see the chick. I mean, well, I see the boobs, right? But then I'm like, hold on, bro, what's going on? Like, that's not a strap on, man. What is that? Oh, it's he explaining what a transsexual. I didn't know what the fuck this because I'm not into it, so I don't know about it. So and I'm like, bro, that's still a dude, bro. That he got a thing in the balls. Like, come on now, like y'all watching, and it's like four dude. Like, why is y'all even watching porn together, bro? Like y'all, I start going in. I'm like, man, I dropped the liquor off. I was like, man, I'll holler at y'all later, bro. I'm going to the crib, bro. I went to the crib, called one of the little ladies I was dealing with then, and I'm like, bro, I'm telling her what happened, and she was like, oh, my cousin said they do that all the time. And I'm looking like, what the fuck? Like, I see why I ain't been around y'all ass in a minute. I'm gonna just keep working overtime because I was working at the time, so I wasn't hanging out as much. I said, nah, bro, I just need to keep working, bro. Y'all done got weird. I didn't grow up with these dudes. Like, bro, we wasn't doing shit like this in high school. Y'all done get grown and start exploring some weird shit, bro. Where the fuck y'all been at, man?
I
Like,
don't
bro,
mind.
it's just look, man. I'm from the backwoods, man. I went from the backwoods to the hood. It's just I wear flannels and shit, bro, and boots most of bro. I wear hoodies in the summer. That's type of month. I'm not used to certain shit, and I'm not trying to get used to whatever. I don't judge what nobody else do. Just don't put that shit around me, bro. And I'm fine with it. I'm fine with whatever you do at your house or with your people. I'm fine, but like that shit made me not want to be around guys, bro. Because I'm look like it was so many fucking things wrong. Like not only are you watching this shit, it's like four of y'all in here watching this shit, and like
With no female.
right, and like what is like if it even if it was a regular one, bro, with what even if it was like two girls going at it, what is a bunch of guys watching porn together for? Like what do y'all like, bro? Like when I used to watch it, it was for a reason. I'm watching this to,
Yeah, what are you taking
So
notes
what the
on?
hell is
To
y'all
do with a
group
dude? Nah,
that
I'm not
watch?
taking
Is
that
y'all
notes.
what the?
I'm
Nah, bro,
straight.
I'm straight, man. Literally, no pun intended. Nah, bro.
I got. I'm cool. Look,
I fall back. That
yeah. You gotta get away from unreasonable aspects and unreasonable thinking.
traumatized.
Yeah, that
Shit. Look, I'm not even gonna lie. I cannot look at none of them dudes and not think about that shit to this day. That shit happened almost 20 years ago, bro. I
and that
cannot look at none of them dudes and not think about that shit. Like, bro, y'all weird, bro. And I'd be like, they'd be like, you want to hit the blunt? Hell no, I don't want to hit nothing your lips, man. I don't know.
I
Look,
don't
bro.
even want to dap you up. What the hell you
No,
talking
nah,
about?
bro.
Look, what up though? Look, what up though? All right, that's the handshake. What up
Oh,
though?
bro. I look, bro. Like me personally, it's very rare that I dap anybody hands or even pound, bro. I hit them with the forearm. What up, though? Yeah, we hit forearms, bro. Because if you're
Damn.
doing something with your forearm, you just a freaky, nasty motherfucker. Okay? If you're doing shit with your forearm, so the forearm is kind of safe. What up, though? Yeah, I done made that shit up, bro. Like, nah, we doing forearms, bro. Because I don't know where your damn hands been. Or nah, I'm straight, man.
That's yo. That's not it. I don't man. This I don't know. I maybe it's wrong for us to feel that way because we're guys. I don't know if the ladies want to speak on that. I don't know, but that just don't sound right. It's like a
Writers.
four on nothing. What we doing?
Now,
I,
writers.
I'm not human.
Be honest. I know bro would never do this. I know bro would never do this. Hypothetically, if you came home and your dude is in a room with like four other dudes watching porn, what are you gonna think? Like,
I'm gonna give him the
is that
bombastic side eye. The
hell
bombastic
no,
side
bro?
eye.
Yeah, hell no, bro. If I see dudes together watching, like, is y'all learning something new? Like, what the fuck is
No,
going
I
on in
guess
here,
they're
you
bro?
trying
you
to figure
can't
out how
learn
to
nothing
put their
new
girl in her
because there's
positions.
nobody to practice it on. So that's not learning.
The
No, you can't do
This
that.
ain't nobody to practice it on.
No,
Like,
They just
it
trying to
shout
figure
out,
out
you
different
know,
systems.
mm-mm.
and I ain't being stereotypical. I'm just saying this from my own personal experience. That's why I don't hang out with a bunch of white guys, bro. Because the white guys I know, they do funny shit. They be want to hit your butt and slap your ball. Like, bro, who the fuck plays like that? That's not playing.
Dude.
Like they like playing gay or doing the homosexual things to other dudes. They call that playing. Y'all ain't playing, bro. Y'all practicing. Y'all trying to condition and y'all conditioning motherfuckers to make this is a game. Nah, ain't no fucking game. We play games on PlayStation, bro. Now we don't play games, but man, I don't know. I'm not stereotyping. I'm just saying. A lot of the white guys I know, they play like that. Like, bro, nah, man, you touch my balls, bro, we fighting. It's like, nah, we fighting, bro. We scrapping in here.
Oh, I could ban people now on your StreamYard. Oh shit. Oh damn, I'm on hype. I'm off mute. Yeah.
You did a good job. I know that.
Wait a minute.
You did a
I
good
couldn't do
job.
it before.
You made it.
Oh man.
Because I don't know what the hell he talking about.
Hey, I don't know how to get anybody to look, bro. I can't get nobody to do nothing, man. Only thing I can do is be an example, man. Tell them to smoke some weed, maybe they chill out, bro. I know when I'm feeling like kind of aggressive, I just smoke, bro. I'm telling you, it calm you down, man. A little CBD, you can do CBD, bro. Get your little CBD in your life, man. Calm you down, bro. Or get some get some CBD and a woman. You'll be all right, bro.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what's crazy though?
Well,
What you were saying earlier, how you was noticing how a bunch of men, right, were acting like they're the only ones that could do anything in this world, right? And I was thinking about that shit, and I remember I was doing a live on how before the colonization, which they call pre-colonization, and it's crazy as shit how back then men and women used to work hand in hand. Like people don't even peep that both men and women are both essential to make this world run, make it function.
But look, let me tell y'all something. I'm just keep it real with y'all. Any man who compare themselves to a woman, they soft. That's the nicest way I can say it. They soft.
That's a fact.
I'm not about to look. A man, a woman is a woman. A man is a man. I'm not about to compare my value to hers. My value is different from her.
Why do you think men are doing that?
Me.
Why do you think men are doing that so much now? Because it's like I don't know.
Because they soft. Because they look. They trying to get women to adjust to their. I'm trying to say it in the most.
They trying to make them see their picture instead of just leading by example, and that's why they can't get them to submit because they got some fucked up pictures that don't make no goddamn sense. That's why they ain't submitting. That's just the best way to put it.
These dudes, a lot of these dudes, like I don't want to say nobody ain't shit, but if you just listen to them and just see what they have nothing to offer women. They have nothing. They have nothing. Half of these dudes talking that shit probably can't even change the tire on some real shit. They don't know how to handle women. And I don't want to say handle women. They don't know how to interact with women. So they got to try to coerce them or even use the term manipulate them so they can soften up instead of having expectations. Like, look, if a woman have expectations and I don't meet them, it was nice knowing you. I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm not about to try to convince her shit. Fuck, I'm gonna try to. She don't want me. She don't want me. I'm gonna find somebody who do want me, and I'm good. That's it. I'm not trying to convince nobody, especially no woman. Shit.
I've heard a lot of people say that the reason a lot of these men are doing, the way they are, doing the things they are doing and are the way they are is due to, them being a product of their environment. What do you think about that?
It's possible.
And that's the best word to use. Possible. It's a possibility because you have to judge that on individual basis. You can't generalize because two people do the same thing for different reasons. A lot of times it can be because they're a product of their environment, and a lot of times it can be it was the way they was raised, like the nurturing aspect. You know what I'm saying? Like if a dude grew up watching his dad being a deadbeat and still living a good life with his mom, shit, what you think he gonna do?
Chill out.
That's the example.
Same shit, repeat a cycle.
That's what, like I was telling my wife, like matching those people in it. I don't know if you heard the very beginning, but we went to the park and it was some stuff happening. My wife, you know, she was like, she was ready to match the energy. And I'm like, nah, because my kids are sitting here watching how I handle this situation. Now, just because something got, you know, interrupted, if I just jump and start ready to fight and be aggressive and all that, they will think that's okay. No, that's why these kids are acting the way they act, because they have no discipline, they have no structure, they have no integrity, they have no shame because their parents ain't give it to them. So that's why they out here acting like this. This is allowed behavior. I'm gonna show my kids something different. I want them to be productive people in life for themselves, not for society. It's beyond, it goes way beyond society. I want them to be confident and have high self-esteem regardless of what's going on or who around them. That's what I want for my kids. I want them to be themselves no matter what the situation is. So if I'm acting out of character because somebody else acting a donkey, if I start acting a donkey because somebody else acting a donkey, now we both hee haw. No, if they want to act a donkey, let they act all by themselves.
Yeah, no, he did.
You know what I'm saying? I'm being real. If they want to act an ass, I'm gonna go over here and be a stallion. You go donkey your ass over there. I'm good, bro.
Okay, right.
But do they again? I thought it was.
Whatever the donkeys do, bro.
That's
whatever
it.
They do, man.
Y'all good. But that's just like when you know when we had the conversation about the what did we used to talk about, generational curse, right? If people was to understand that's a learned behavior, you no longer have to follow that lead no more. You could become the one that sets your own trend. It is not a curse if you learned it, you could unlearn it. This is why we tell people to unlearn things that you thought you had to, that it was morally correct or whatever the case may be.
Facts.
Right?
I feel
if you know 1 + 1 is 2 and you keep saying it's 3, you got to unlearn why the hell you think it's 3 and come to the correct answer. You got to unlearn what you stop leaning on your understanding. Go somewhere where people of high value of understanding can help you break down why it's not 3, it's 2. But if you keep thinking your way is the right way, you going to be in that fake curse because that's the behavior that you learned and you sticking with it. And that's what's going to lead you down that fiery furnace. You're going to burn your ass up because you don't know what the hell you're doing.
So I told you I was doing a collaboration with this other group with this mentoring thing. So let me give y'all an update. It fell through because the dude got upset. We had a Zoom call and we talking about the different philosophies I was presenting as far as like helping kids establish self-esteem and self-confidence. And he said he was saying that you can't change a person's nature. And I'm like, yes, you can. And so now check this out. He's a PhD. He's a licensed psychologist. So we going back and forth on what nature is. Like, so that's what we did first. So we going back and forth first what the nature of a person is. So he's saying it's the inherent ability that a person's possessed at birth. Okay, I agree with that. But you have a process called development. You mature, right? Right. Okay. And so I gave the example of people going to jail and coming back out more productive, positive citizens. Not saying it happens all the time, but I'm saying it does happen. Right. Why? Because if you look at their violent nature prior to that, and then you look at studies, and it was 3 of them that his assistant pulled up. You look at a study, and you see this person hasn't been in trouble ever since they got released from incarceration. Why? Because their nature changed. One dude became a judge, another guy became a senator, and I forgot what the other guy. I think he had like businesses, but it was because they were products of their environment. You took them out that environment, and jail is not a positive environment, but it was a environment away from their environment. They isolated themselves. These were the consistents, and these three people that he was looking at. The consistent was they isolated themselves while they was in jail, so they got to learn who they were. When they came out, they were a new person. Their nature changed because all three of them were incarcerated for violent crimes, and ever since they got released, no history of violence. So the nature of the person changed. So I'm telling them, you can change the nature of a person, but it has to have they have to be willing to change. That's the factor, the willingness. If a person ain't willing to change, it's not gonna happen. So we he got so heated. He was like, "Well, I'm the one with degrees," and I'm like, "I understand that, and I applaud you for having degrees, but your degrees is solidified in what books say or other people say. Even your dissertation was based on other people's findings. What have you observed?
What is your
I've been in the real
experience?
world dealing with real people my whole life, bro. My whole life I've been dealing with people. I've been helping people. The people I help, I have to see every day. I don't see them like so. I mean, you want to try to throw that at me? I start going in on them, bro. And I wasn't being an asshole about it. I'm just, you want to flex on me with your degrees and your license. That's cool, and I applaud you for that. But at the same time, your ass dumb as hell because you only can go regurgitate what the book said. I didn't say that to him, but I did tell him basically you're regurgitating what someone else is saying. I'm telling you my own personal observation. I have changed my nature. I have changed other people's nature, so I know it can be done. Well, do you have any study? No, I wasn't studying these motherfuckers. I was helping them.
What you
Fuck this.
mean? Your life, every part of your life, you change your nature. That's why when you are a child, you do childish things. As you mature and grow up, you're naturally changing. Your nature changes. Now you are maturing. So you don't do the thing. You don't crawl. Why? Because your legs are strong enough for you to stand up. And when they're enough for you to stand up, it's natural for you to take a step. Let me see how far I can go. So when you take that step, oh snap, I'm walking. Okay, yay. Your parents are proud, but you proud because hey, I know how to walk now. So let me see if I can run. Now I'm running. That's all a part of nature. You can change. What are we talking about here? This is what I'm saying. That's what I was talking about when I was talking about, when you educate. It's the experience of knowing things. Everything doesn't come out of a book. Being a parent never came out of a book. Whoever thought that, they crazy, right? Because you don't know what type of situation your child could be in. There's people learning new stuff every day. Why? Because their child might have a deficiency, an ADHD, autism, multiple sclerosis. All of these things happen. All of that's not in the book, and every individual situation is individual, so it's not going to be found in the book. You learn through experience. You get educated through experience. You might get an idea from a book, but the real education comes from everyday life. And when people understand that, they stop valuing these pieces of paper that they going in debt for, and understand that the real value is your experience, and it costs you a lot because you have to take the time to learn what you're going through. And when that's not the case, you looking crazy out here.
Man, this is but I don't like I don't even know how to like education, like you saying knowledge. Knowledge is knowing things. And it's hard to know things that you don't experience. I'm not saying you can't get things out of a book, but anything written in a book is someone else's perception. Is a
Mm-hmm.
good guide. It's to guide you or make you aware of things that you weren't aware from, but you going out and experiencing it is something totally different. Like just working in the hospital, bro. I can't name on two hands how many times I seen residents come in and then they first, second, third OR experience, they pass out because the blood. Like you done went to school for 10 years to learn all this shit, and now that you finally doing it, you can't fucking do it. You can't be passing out that blood, bro.
Working in the blood.
So all that shit you know is for nothing, bro. All that shit you just learned is for nothing. So having that book knowledge without experience, bro, is you just know things. Wisdom does not come with knowledge. Just because you know things don't mean you wise, bro. The wisdom comes with time and experience. That's the formula.
Yeah, exactly. And
knowledge plus time plus experience equals wisdom. You need those three components. You not only need to know, you have to experience it because you can do something 3 times, and then the 4th time you do it, you'll find out something new about it. You have a nuance, or a variable might change, and now you done learned something new. It has something else to offer it. So that's the time aspect. Because you can like, I hate the definition of what is it? Insanity. I hate the definition of insanity. Good night, Pixie. Appreciate you, sir.
Yeah, have a nice. Be safe out there, Miss Tracy. Hi, Tracy. Good to see you. I haven't seen you.
Miss Tracy, what it do with the businesses, Miss Tracy? But I hate the definition of
what is the definition of that?
Doing something and doing the same thing, expecting a different result. That's one of the most laziest, stupidest definitions they created, man. Because you can do the same thing 20 times and you may get the same result. But if you do it the 21st time, you might get a different result. So I'm going to give you 2 examples. So if a person robs a bank 5 times and never get caught, by definition, they will be insane to not rob another bank because they didn't get caught the first 5 times, right? They will be insane to think if they robbed the 6th bank that they will get caught. If they did it 5 times and never get caught, they will be insane by definition, right? Yeah. How many times have you went to work or you got something that you do on a daily basis? So you get the whole route planned out. It take me 45 minutes to get to work. But that one day you go is a fucking traffic jam. Now you didn't have this. It only take me 45 minutes, so I left out 50 minutes prior. Okay, but now it's a traffic jam, so you would have had to leave out an hour probably. But you've been doing this all for the last 2 years, and it's never happened. So you would be insane to think if you don't leave in 50 minutes, you won't get to work on time. It's variables involved in life. Life has a bunch of variables. So you can go through the same thing multiple times and one variable change, and now you get a different situation. This is where critical thinking, this is where analyzing, this is where this is where these things come into play. You have to analyze, you have to critically think, you have to. I'm missing. I apologize. I'm getting a little tired. I've been used to going to sleep.
Trust me, I know. Frankie Blanco, what's happening, my guy? I see you down there.
Oh, no, I'm getting a little sleepy. So it's a word that I want to say. My brain just ain't computing right now. But this is where this process come in. Is where you think essential. It's not. It comes out to situational comparison or analyzing, but is when you look at a situation and you analyze it and see different variables involved, and that's how you okay. So yeah, I know it's a high traffic area, and yeah, maybe the traffic been good for the last couple of months, but I know now that it's warmer outside, so more cars will be on the road. So I have to take that into account now when I'm thinking about leaving work, because these last couple of months it was wintertime, wasn't nobody really on the road. So now there's more people, meaning more traffic, meaning I'm gonna need more time to get where I'm going. Those are variables. That's how you critically think. You look at the situations and conditions and you factor those into your decision making. That's it. But people nowadays are so fucking lazy. They generalize everything. They want everything as simplified, and life is not simple. It's just not. It's complex. And complex don't mean hard. It just means many components. Just got components, and the more you use things, the more better it works. Like muscles, you keep working your muscles, they get bigger, they get stronger. Your brain is a muscle. Motherfuckers don't work their brain out. Motherfuckers don't be thinking. They just go off of the way they feel. But the internal guidance system is all fucked up because they can't even identify why they feel the way they feel. They just go react off of the feeling. People don't identify why they feel the way they feel most of the time. Sometimes somebody can say something and it can trigger you, and now you mad at the person instead of understanding that no, you're really the problem. You're because you got some undisclosed trauma that you never took care of, and now you're getting mad when the person talking, they ain't even talking about you, but you're getting triggered. You're putting yourself into their conversation. I mean, not putting yourself in their conversation, but you're man, my brain is not working right now.
It's all right.
What people do, like we having these conversations, right?
Mhm.
People will personalize it. They will put they self. Like I be talking general, but people will, personalize it and say, "Oh, you talking?" No, I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about in general. But because
Mhm.
you're going through that, now you think I'm taking shots at you. No, that's your own insecurity. That ain't. But that goes back to the my intention may not trump people feelings, but people feelings don't trump my attention either. So I
Absolutely.
mean, it
Facts.
goes, but it's you still should be aware. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings, but if I do hurt somebody's feelings, I can apologize and I can inform them that, hey, look, don't take this personal. I'm just talking about my personal experience. You shouldn't attach your emotions to my words, but shit,
That,
it is
that's
what it
the
is.
that's the duality of the thing, right? Like, like your intent may not trump somebody's feelings, right? Because that person might be so emotional, you could just trigger them by saying, "I love apples." That that's what I feel. But you getting upset because I love apples. You know what I mean? Like that's a duality of the thing. So when we going back to insane, right? Insane. I just tell people, man, the best definition for insane is that you are not in your right frame of mind. You ain't got to go through all those difficult situations that you keep
Facts.
repeating the same thing. No, you are insane because you're not in your right mind. Sanity means frame of mind. Insane. You're not in your right
Well,
frame of mind. That's the best way to break it down. But that's what
well,
happened when people want to be so book educated instead of you just living through life. You ain't got to go through all that. Well, that's what it means for me. Why? Because I go through this every day. I see a bunch of people who not in their right frame of mind every goddamn day. It ain't because they doing the same shit and they expected it. That's all they know because they're not in their right frame of mind. That's the best way to break it down. But when you got people that because I went to college for 8 years and 10 years, and all you did was build your damn credit. I mean, build your debt up. You ain't do nothing slick. You
I
ain't do
agree with
Build
nothing.
your dead
Like,
up.
come on, man. Like, get out of here with that stuff, man. But y'all know me.
that's
I'm
real
tripping. But go
shit.
ahead.
No, you
But
ain't lying though. A lot of people belong in a damn mental institution. I see it online, I see it offline. People go to the places that they feel the most uncomfortable, the most unwelcome to. And I be feeling like I be looking at them like, why is you there? Why is you taking it? And then they
oh,
want to complain about it. They want to cry. I'm like, you have an option to leave. Like you're not being held hostage. So I completely agree with you. Like it's the total definition of insanity. Then they'll turn around and tell you, "Oh, I ain't crazy." You call him? No, ain't nobody called you crazy. I'm just saying that you're a fucking insane person.
What you
you're not
doing
in
is
your right
crazy.
frame of mind. I just said you're not in your right frame of mind. That's all I told you, right? Because you're not in your right frame of mind. Because if you was in your right frame of mind, the first thing you would want to do is to avoid the situation. If why would I want to be sad all the time unless I like it? So I'm gonna be around a bunch of sad people. If people are happy, I'm afraid of them because I like to be sad and lonely and miserable and depressed. And I'm not gonna
That's
be
even
around people
stupid.
with high energy. I'm low energy, so I can't be around
He
them
said
because
I'm
they
low
don't match me.
energy.
I'm just saying that's what people are when they depressed and so on and so forth. They rather
Mhm.
sit in the corner by themselves. Oh, woe is me, and this, that, and the third. instead of you saying, you know what, let me lift myself up and get up out of here. No, because you're not in your right frame of mind. You like where you are. That's why some people peace is
Some people
chaos.
love that shit. Yep.
And
It's
that's why a
crazy
lot
because
of
you said
people
that
is where
before.
they are. And when you see those type of people, and then when you like disappear on them, they're like, well, what happened to you? No, I'm good. What's happening to you? Right? Because if you understand me, if you understand me, you know I'm not gonna be around no nonsense. If I can't help you, I'm hurting you. So I'm gonna get away from you.
Mhm.
That's just
That's
me.
a fact.
That's just me. That's why people like, yo, where you been, man? I've been around. I'm just watching you go crazy. I can't help you, so I, I'm waiting for you to say, you know what? I'm sick and tired. I'm right here. I'm back. Hey, I'm here. Not to steal credit, but
I'm
because
dead.
I can't help somebody that don't want to help themselves. How can you do that? You can't love somebody that don't love themselves. You can't participate in dumb shit when you want things to go correct. That's just me. That's why I say, you know,
Nah, that ain't just you. That's just a fact, bro.
I'm just saying.
Fact.
But
That's
the
a
way it's been moving around, it
Lessons
feels
learned in the
like it's
trenches.
just me. You see what I'm saying? It feels like it's just me. Because like, wait a minute, nobody sees
It
the
ain't
problem with
you.
all of this.
It's-
Like nobody
Yeah,
sees
it's just that
this.
a lot of OG. It's like people see it. I'm gonna put it like this. It's like how can I say it? It's like the women. Have you seen this on social media? I've said it on my panel a few times, right? I've been on channels on here, on not panels, channels. All right, it don't matter what the sector is, where I've seen women with kids cuddle men that do predatorish behavior. Am I
man.
right? Am I tripping? And I'm in my head like, how the fuck is this possible? You's a woman, you got kids, you hear what's coming out their mouth, but yet you condone this shit. You cuddle, they cuddle this shit. And what's crazy is they do the same thing with the women that talk the same way. And it
They be
messes me up. And sorry,
no, they be no. You good? That's my fault. I thought you was done, but they do be coddling these dudes, man. And it's like, and the justifications, like you hear stories about what they did in the past and the way they justify it to the present. I will have more respect for, and I ain't gonna say no names, but it's unfortunately, especially in the sector we came from. I'm like, God damn, bro! All these, it's like this a little hangout spot or some shit, and it's like it's all now. If a person says some shit like this, man, look, I was young, I didn't know no better. I'm older. That shit was wrong. I haven't did it. Don't do it. I can understand. I will respect that because like I'm just being real. I personally didn't do it, but growing up, that shit was normal, man. I'm in high school. I done got two of my high school girlfriends taken by doughboys who were older. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That was
yeah.
normal. It was normal. I had a homeboy, and I'm looking like, bro, what is wrong with you? And we used to tease him like, bro, you can't get no girl your age. You got to keep fucking around with these young girls. It was, but the behavior was norm. That was. I'm not saying it was right. Okay, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying the shit happened a lot, and there was a
it
lot of
does.
motherfuckers into it. Older motherfuckers like OGs, messing around with high school girls, like that was normal. Not saying it was right, but if a person to
No,
take
but
accountability
you correct.
for the actions they did, if they say, you know what, I was young, I was dumb, I did the shit, if they take accountability for their action, then I know it's a possibility that they corrected the action. But when they start justifying, oh, she lied to me, or this and that, like what, bro? Like the fuck?
No,
How
what fucks
look,
me
Lied
bro?
to you.
I can't.
uh
Ain't no
word
look, bro. If you a
that's
grown ass
that
man,
the one that they
look,
use
man.
the most here on social media, and I know you've heard it. It ain't, oh, she lied to me. You know what I've heard the most on this, John? Oh, well, in my city, my state, the age of consent. Who gives a fuck? I'm sorry, I'm
Like
cussing,
look,
but it's like
that's justifying their bad behavior. They're not
that's what they use
apologetic,
here.
and
Yep.
9 times out of 10, they did not correct that behavior. It was look. I ain't gonna say no name. I'm not gonna lie. It fucked me up. I was just listening to a live, and then I found out like, oh no, it was a female who did that shit, and she
Yep.
was like, she met a dude when he was 17, and she was talking about, oh, he lied to me, and I didn't know. And you end up getting pregnant by this dude, right? So you 17, she 24. You get pregnant by this dude, and you talk about he lied to you for 3 years, and you ain't know this motherfucker was 17. How the fuck you ain't know he was 17?
She knew
How you ain't
somewhere
know he
along the line. She knew.
justifying baby instead of saying I fucked up? Like people don't like admitting when they fucked up. If you fucked up, you fucked up, bro. That you learn from their mistakes. That's how you become a better person. You go fuck. Everybody go fuck up. It's
You know
just
what messes
levels
me
to
up?
it.
You know what messes me up though, word? How I hear these same women that be cuddling these people, right? Bash the women that are trying to break that cycle. And you know what I mean by that, right? Because I'm one of those women. And I haven't gotten bashed. What I'm saying is that it's like, damn, if that shit came to my channel, I wouldn't be as nice as some of these females are on these apps. Because it's like, hold up, wait a minute. You're coming at me and you're telling me that I'm wrong because I know better now and I'm breaking the cycle. Just because I was 16 and I dated somebody older when I was 16 doesn't make it okay for any 16-year-old to sit here and get herself in a situation that she shouldn't be. At 16, we should be enjoying life, not getting knocked up and having sex with older men. It's my whole fucking point. Ain't none of us really ready for no kids. Let's just wait. So I'm like, you're bashing me for that. I was like, listen, it's not my channel. But I think Word understands. If it was my channel, I would go a little deeper. And my mom would be a little more pottier.
What up?
Potty mouth, potty mouth. What up,
Okay.
though, yo, Riaz?
Hey. Wait, but I was gonna
Oh
tell you,
shit,
you know,
Riaz.
wait, you wanna know something interesting? Is that I've literally had older guys literally trying to give me advice and trying to go and sleep around. They literally said I should do that. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm waiting until I'm married.
They be
Yeah,
they been doing
No,
it
it's
see,
forever.
literally though. Wallah, I promise you, they
Oh, I
actually.
believe you. That's been happening
I,
since
I,
forever.
I, I've heard people say that to you. And you know what? I think I said something similar to that, but I was joking around. I said, you better go get something for your wife. Tell you, I was joking around. Be you, Riaz, man. You know, there's
Of
only
course,
one
because
Riaz. You know,
of course, the
do it
only
your
difference
way.
between you telling me and the way they're telling me is I know you're joking. When they're telling me,
Right.
they're dead serious.
They dead serious. Yeah, man.
There be
I
people
don't
like
never
that out
tell.
here. There
I
be
never.
people out
I
here.
don't really give. It's very rare that I actually give people advice. I only
No,
give people advice unless I know they're capable of following through.
and you
Because
can't be listening.
it's yeah, man. You can't. Everybody ain't. Look, bro. I'm gonna tell you this. Everybody is a reason why we have professions, right? Everybody is not good advice givers, bro. If anybody telling you what you should do, probably ain't did it themselves or probably ain't been through. And if they have, it probably wasn't a good thing. So they telling you from a position of failure versus a position of success. That's like
Yeah,
I'm being real. Like I
yeah.
don't be it be like some of these dating coaches or these relationship coaches and they be single and shit and giving advice. They can only tell you from a position of failure. They can't tell you from a position of success. They can tell you what didn't work for them, but they can't tell
Mhm.
you what worked for them if it ain't work. If it ain't working, look, they gonna tell you something working and they ain't doing it themselves. They can't do it. So
But you know
everybody
what card?
be
I
giving
agree
advice.
with you. I was gonna tell you, you know what card they would throw at me? They said, "Oh, you're not into girls type thing." I'm like, I am, but I'm a very disciplined person. Cause look, I know you get Muslims who do that, but the way I was raised, I was to an old school way, practical. And plus,
Yeah,
anyways, though, imagine, okay, other than the faith aspect, imagine how I see myself. I'm caving myself into my own desires, no self-control whatsoever. And I also don't want to let random energy in my body.
look, Riaz, next time a guy give you advice about sleeping around, ask him how many baby mamas he got.
Hmm. Okay.
How much you paying in child support monthly? Ask him that.
I'm
You
dead.
just sleeping around, bro. Because I be like when I be talking to these young men, you know what I tell them? I don't tell them to sleep around, bro. I tell them don't just give your seed to anyone. Don't just that's very valuable, bro. That's your lineage, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to put that in the wrong person, bro. you'll fuck up your whole legacy doing
Yeah,
that.
you will.
And I have seen people do that, bro. And
I've
when
heard so
I
many
mean
men
that
say
shit.
that.
I
You
mean
know
that
what's
shit from
crazy?
the bottom of my heart. I think
So much.
men should be more disciplined than women because we carry the seed and that's our legacy, bro. You dump that seed off in the wrong chick, man. You got 18 years of hell, and then your kid might be fucked up. That's why I waited till I found the absolute right woman for me. I waited. I was this my second marriage. My first marriage, when it was falling apart, my ex-wife was like, "We should have a baby." It didn't make. I'm like, "Hell no!" Look,
I'm
I don't
dead.
like you now. Like that shit gonna make me like you. Hell no, bro. I ain't. And when she said that, it was done. You'll never see this thing again, bro. You got me bent. You think I'm
You know
about to
what's
be paying
crazy?
child support? You got me fucked up, bro. I ain't about to pay shit. I'm gonna take care of mine. Mine gonna be with me
Yeah, but that's why
24/7.
though, bro. I
If
always
we,
say though that
I,
men should lower their gazes though. Always, I've always said that though. Literally, they
it
should
should
lower
lower their
their
what?
gaze. They should lower their gaze. You know, because what you
I
see
mean,
is what you think.
that's a band aid, bro. No, you just need to have discipline. That's all you need.
No, no, no.
You
I
can look
agree on
good.
the discipline aspect, but one of the steps to take those first lower your gaze while doing discipline too, because what you see is what you
Nah,
think.
bro.
So.
Fuck that. Like me, you gotta look. That's something. Look, bro. You lower
Why
your
you
gaze.
gonna be
I'm gonna
laughing
see.
like that?
Listen,
Wait a
listen.
minute.
If I lower I'm 6 foot, bro. I don't know how tall you is. If I lower my gaze, I'm
Five
just gonna be
seven.
looking. It's gonna
I'm
go from the
5'10".
breast to the butt. That's it. If I start looking down,
5'10".
I'm gonna just see a lot more ass, bro. So I
God
ain't
damn.
lowering shit. It just have.
No,
Look,
but you said
I'm gonna
that's
give you
the
a
thing.
better
You can't
example.
lower it. Don't lower your gaze. You gotta elevate your gaze.
I'm gonna,
You
you'll be
gotta
saying camel.
elevate it.
Yeah, bro. You gonna be saying camel toes and cheeks, bro. That's what you gonna do. You lower your gaze.
I'm done.
From my height, that's what
No,
I'm gonna
but
see:
that is
camel
what
toes and
I was
cheeks, bro.
taught.
But look,
No,
I'm
I
gonna give you,
understand.
I'm gonna give you something that's more solid than lowering your gaze. You ever been to a museum?
Yeah, plenty.
Now, when you go to the museum, what you do? You look at all the artwork, right? But you know what
Mm-hmm.
you don't do? You don't touch it, right?
Yeah.
So just look at women like artwork. You can look, just don't touch, bro. Don't say no foul, fucked up shit. Just because something pop in your head don't mean it got to come out your mouth. That's all. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with looking. It's there. That's what your eyes is
Yeah,
supposed to
but
see.
that's what
I
I say.
mean,
Then
you
look once, and then after that, that's it. Though, just look
No,
once. Don't stare.
no, sir. You can't do that because here's what's
You
gonna
that
happen, Riyadh. Here's what's gonna happen, Riyadh, because when you like what you see, you're gonna go back, you're gonna admire it. When you admire it, you're gonna find a value in it. And then when you find a value in it, you're gonna want to treasure it. And when you want to treasure it, you're gonna want to possess it. So your thing, you don't keep the gaze low, you keep it high. How do you keep it high? Stop looking at the physical thing as far as a human being, a individual. Stop looking at them physically. See what they bring to you internally. Because when you value it internally, you see something that you want to possess
okay?
and
I
hold and
think I
keep in
can agree
value.
to that.
And that's how you got to look at it. Don't It's not just because a girl got a big butt. That's lusting. That's not loving. It's two different things. When you
No,
understand
I
that,
know what
you
you
can
mean.
separate the two.
Okay, sorry. You have a point though. Actually, you're right though. Actually, I get you on that aspect as well. You know. Wait, but I also remember this. What makes me, have full discipline is I remember who's really watching me at all costs. So if they like no people's watching, my family ain't watching. You know who's watching me at all costs? My God is watching. My Creator is watching me 24/7. You know, so I need to actually. That's why I'm cautious on the way I move and the way I behave. And also, though, imagine how I see myself, though, not just external wise, internal wise. That's how I see it as well, though. That's how my mom told me. I may not be there, but God is there. God is there. Look, God is there always, though. So, you know, remember, that's what I always take into account 24/7.
Mm.
can y'all hear me?
No,
I
I
hear you
hear you,
now.
bro. I hear
Oh,
you.
I don't think you was talking. But go ahead.
oh no. You know what? I thought sometimes my router reached. for you, bro. Like this, bro, I was like, they doing too much, right? They doing too damn much.
I don't even know where I can't,
A
man.
little bit more, bro.
Who?
Yeah. No, right now, recently though, bro, UK's gotten really warmer though, bro. I think I can't remember the past
How
few
can I
days
say
or
how
something.
very
It got
illustrious
really,
I
really
was?
hot. It got really, really hot though, you know. I think one time the thing is like the first time this May is like probably like the first time or something one day during this May, right? It's the first time since 1944 it was really hot. I think it was like 32 degrees, which was like 87 in Fahrenheit. Like I
Mr.
can survive.
Oaks.
I see
I
Mr.
can
Oaks in the building. What's up?
I can survive
Yeah,
the
shout out to
heat.
Mr. Oaks.
I can
I think
survive
I
the
seen
heat.
that on Twitter. I can't find it. I don't think it's on YouTube.
I can bear the heat. The only problem is the humidity because I sweat so much though because it's humid where I'm at. You know the difference between dry and humid though.
Well, it is summertime,
Oh,
so
hold
Is it
on, bro.
me or String or
Yeah,
slagging? Like I hear a word like in the Matrix.
words in the Matrix, red or green pill. Live and you learn.
Was OG trying to talk?
Oh, me?
Was Riaz? He came back.
Hold on, bro. Here.
No, Riaz had disappeared on my screen and came back.
Oh yeah, that's you, Rachel. That's you. That's that HP love right there. And then
Give me back my clothes, Riaz. Only I'm supposed to be rocking Adidas. That's my
What's
brand right
this
there.
shit?
That's what they want to get on top of that.
Woke up.
For what?
We got fucking shower. Like, they made it look like that shit look fun. Cause
You got to swing on him, bro.
Oh, you're overstimulated.
that shit made me want to get on top of that.
What?
Did you hear him?
For what?
We got fucking shower. Like, they made it look like.
Did y'all hear him?
No.
Is
Is this what you was talking about earlier?
Hey, yeah, he went when he now watch him, watch him.
That shit look fun.
And then he go whisper something in his ear. You gotta listen real close.
That shit made me want to get on top of that.
What?
He made me want to get on top of that shit. Hold on.
What?
For what? On top of
That shit made me want to get on top of that.
What? For what?
We got fucking shower. Like, they made it look like that shit look fun.
He said to make it look. What the fuck, bro?
What
He
is
talking about
going
he made it
on?
look fun. They was doing some little sexy ass dance, and he bent. He was pulling his shirt up, and he leaned over and said, "That made me want to get on top of it." And he was like, "Hold on, what? What?" And he trying to correct it. So, like, ain't no fixing no shit like that. You ain't about to whisper no, and then you whispering that shit in my ear, bro. I would have swung on his ass, bro. I'm sorry. This is why I can't be around dudes, bro, who do shit like that. And I remember one time, bro, I was drunk as hell, and I'm in my boy passenger seat, and we riding through the hood. He seen a dude we knew, and my head is like on the window, but the window was down, and the dude slapped me, and I looked up like, bro, you just slapped me? He said, yeah, man. I snatched his ass and held him through the, like, I didn't break, the window was already down, but I'm holding him through the window. And I opened the door and switched hands, and I grabbed him and threw him, the little guardrail thing to be on the side of the freeway. But it was in front of the tire shop. I grabbed him and threw him over that. And it's like everybody grabbed me and be like, D, calm down. I said, you know what, bro? I'm gonna fucking kill you. And I started walking home. Bro, I walked up, I was drunk. This is what I'm saying, like, I was drunk. I walked home, grabbed my pistol. He lived like 5 blocks away. I start walking towards his house. A dog started barking at me. I grabbed a big ass garbage can and threw it at the dog, and knocked on the dude, mama dog, with a pistol and everything. Asked for it since she was like, he ain't here. I was like, all right, tell him I'm looking for. I got the pistol in my hand the whole time talking to her. Like, tell him I'm looking for him. And she knew me because we was boys. And she's like, you okay? I was like, yeah, I just need to holler at him. And she was like, anything wrong? I'm like, nah, just tell him to come see me. And then I walked back home. I woke up the next day, man. I felt like an ass because I walked over that man, the way I knocked at his mama's door. with the pistol and shit. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you just can't fuck with everybody, bro. And it's not good for me to be around other men when I'm drunk because I get aggressive. I get. I don't drink. I don't even drink no more though. But I used to get aggressive around dudes. Females, I'd be soft and motherfuckers when I'm drunk. But dudes, it's like I get aggressive when I'm around.
But
them.
even with that, there's still like I ain't trying to be funny. I ain't trying to, I'm not trying to make a mockery out of it. But even with that, you mellow, but there's still an aggression that you still trying to fulfill with that. It's just not the way that you would take it out on a dude. You see what I'm saying? It's not that.
Yeah.
It's still an aggression. It's like, yo, I'm pound you out. But my man, I'm about to pound your face off. Like I'm about to fuck you up. It's two different things. You see what I'm saying? It's two aggressions, but the aggression is still the same. The aggression is aggression. It's just different levels or different sectors of aggression. This is why that's why you can't be around people with that low vibration. That's why you can't be around people with that energy. Because if you were around people with that energy, they're gonna get the wrong results, and they may not like the results they're gonna get. So that's why I'd rather stay. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of people on this app. I swear, I love a lot. Y'all know me. I love a lot of people. When I rock with you, I rock with you. But when I stop rocking with you, it's because you don't see how much you put yourself in harm's way, and then when you get in harm's way, you don't know how to get away from it, and then you do the you do the woe is me, and then you gotta pull away from that shit. Pull away from it.
Wait,
and then like nobody's here. Nobody understands me. No, there's people that understand you, but you don't want to understand it because you might like the positions that you find yourselves in 9 times out of 10. Don't get mad at that you keep leaving yourself there because you a lot of y'all might be doing it for clicks and views. A lot of y'all might be doing it for a super chat. A lot of if you really want to get up out of there, if you need to get up out of there, you're gonna find a way to get up out of there. It's like Word said earlier. When you want a thing, you get to it. You're like, all right, I'm gonna maintain it. I'm gonna just sit here and chill. But when you need it, you're gonna do any and everything to get up out of that situation. That's what I'm
gonna say though, bro.
One.
Bro, I was gonna tell you this, but I can be I am short tempered actually. It's just I've always found a way to center myself though. And look, I always take the high road type thing. But trust me, when I get there, because certain people can bring that energy out of me. I can walk away type thing, or just basically not just go down the level and being with the kindness technique. But sometimes they want it, they get it, Because I know I shouldn't give that energy all the time, and I try not to operate like that. However, sometimes though, I gotta do it.
That's a fact. Shit, I've learned to walk away.
Though, bro. Look, because the reason I say that, because in general though, just because I'm, a good soul and a kind heart, it don't mean I'm nothing to play with though, because I still have to stand my ground. I can always take the high road, but some cases I have to stand my ground.
The high road is making sure you ain't on that road in the first place.
Yeah,
sometimes you gotta take the road less traveled because that there's nobody there. You got a very strong possibility of you not being in harm's way. That's the thing. But there's too many people on that same road. Why? Because they're competing. I'm not competing with nobody. And I'm not saying that I'm better than somebody. If you feel that way, that's on you. I know who I am. I'm very confident in myself. All I'm saying is you don't want to be in nonsense. Stay away from the nonsense. You don't have to be there.
What if, even if you try to stay away, what if it just finds you though, and you don't do the nonsense? You always find a way to get out of it.
It's always gonna find you. It's up to you.
I tell you what, Riyadh. If it always find you, then you meant to be there. How about that?
Or practice the keto. That's all you got to do, man. I mean, just because there's some shit on the ground, I mean, you need to step in it. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want to be shit, try not stepping in it. You won't be in it if you don't step in it.
That makes sense.
Like, look, man, I've been on here for 4 years. Even when people tried to beef with me and shit, I eat beef. That's it. It's food. Put it in the oven. That's what beef is for. Ain't no fucking beef on the internet, bro. I ain't about to go back and forth with some motherfucker I don't know.
Trust me, I've
If you don't
been
like me, stay the fuck
people
away from
need
me.
that
Trust me, I won't go around your ass neither. Flat and simple.
Right.
Simple as that. You know,
Right.
people
I
who want to
agree with
keep
you.
shit
Just like that.
keep shit up 9 times out of 10 is for content reasons. They trying to get likes and views, and that drama sells on here. Let's be real, drama sells. You know, so I'm cool with people
I
who
feel as
on
though
here. I'm cool with them. I like them. They do the beef thing. I watch it. You don't see me typing in the chat. I will hit the like button. I just don't participate in it. You know, I can still support you. Just I won't be in your chat when you doing the beef shit. Other than that, you talking about some other shit. I come on a panel and talk, but you doing that shit, I won't do. And it's simple. It's no. I don't look at people differently when they do that shit. If they do the beef and that's how they get their numbers, that's cool.
Mhm.
You know, but
Yeah, I feel you
I'm
on
not
the
going.
same thing.
You don't have to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't make myself a part of that no more. I've actually I smartened up a bit and I toughened up a bit too, though, type thing, you know. I be other places too, and you see where I go, type thing, you know. So I don't be, you know, do I be there sometimes in the places you're talking about? Yeah, but I don't really involve myself.
And
Let me
you
ask you this
know,
word. My bad.
uh,
No, but I get
oh
you in
no,
that
go ahead, go
aspect.
ahead. You
I
got it.
get you in that aspect as
Hold
well.
on, Riz. Hold on, Riz. Rachel had a question.
Continue.
I know that some of these beefs on these apps be real, but do you feel like, I don't know if I'm the only one that feels like half of these beefs be fake and shit?
Like I think some. I don't even. If I tell you how I look at it. I seen it. Some of it do be like scripted. People be talking
I
offline. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. But
That's what it looked like.
a lot of it be like I just don't understand. Like for me to really be agitated and angry at somebody like that, like you got to really do something to me. Like people giving opinions and shit. Like the shit I see people be getting mad at. Oh, you said this about me. You messing up. Like why does that person words hold so much weight to you? Like
I know,
I don't
right?
be understanding. People have said a whole bunch of crazy shit about me, and I'd be like, okay, all right, that's how you feel. Good for you. Okay,
Because it ain't true. Like,
Wait,
and
but
nice
it's
to
I'll tell
know.
funny.
you this though, right? One time though, this guy, right? You know, he said I was an experiment, self-hating thing. You know what I said back to him? I said he was projecting, and I said he was broke though. So now to that guy, right? I said to him, he's old, he dusty, and he broke though because he wants me to feel this. He wants me to feel how he feels, but however, right? Despite that, I did not go to his level. I just basically said what I said to him, and then I let God handle that, you know. Cause look, I ain't let nobody play with me no more. Cause look, I'm nice though, but don't mean I'm a soft target neither.
Y'all
Yeah,
very deep.
Some
it
people
oh,
think
oh,
I'm a soft target. I'm not really like that. I can actually go down there if I wanted to, but I'd rather not.
it's especially like on the internet, and you know where we at. You know, it be
Yeah.
stuff going on here, and I just think it's unnecessary. So I don't indulge in it, but I listen and I watch because I'm interested in behavior, and it's unfortunate because I was teaching my son something today that a lot of these adults don't understand or comprehend, that you don't do things to people that you don't want done to you. You know what I'm saying? He hit my daughter. I said, "You want me to punch you in your stomach?" No. You think that'll feel good if daddy punch you in your stomach? No. Okay, don't punch my daughter then. If you don't want to be punched, don't punch nobody. And people on here tend to criticize people and call it an opinion and then get mad when other people criticize them. If I talk about somebody, I don't care if I talk about writers and then Gary come on here
Mhm.
criticizing me. If I criticize somebody, I open myself up to be critiqued too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind. Like when people give their opinions about me, I'll be like, oh, that's how you think. Cool. I know not to fuck with you. That's it. That's it. I don't fuck with you. And I keep it moving. I'm not about to invest. I can't even, it'd be hard for me to talk about people for more than 10, 15 minutes on here. I'm more interested in talking about myself because that's what I know. I don't know these people. So how the fuck am I gonna talk about it? I don't know. All this shit can be an act. Every one of y'all coming on here, Y'all can be. I don't know who doing that, but that shit loud in my ear. But like, I don't know nobody, So only thing I can do is form an opinion. But at the end of the day, that doesn't make my opinion fact. So I tend to keep it to myself. Now I will talk about a behavior people display or action. If somebody did an action, yeah, I talk about that action. Okay, this is how we can analyze or critique this action. But to say this action represents the person, unless I see the consistency, I can't say that. And then even if I see the consistency, I still have to know is this person coming on here portraying this, or is this how this person really is?
Right.
And it'll
I
take more analysis. You have to analyze even more to figure that out. So I ain't got that much time to be invested in the people like that. If I ain't getting paid, I'm straight.
Right, I agree with you. I was gonna tell, basically, I use the music analogy sometimes, though. Get when I use the music analogy, I use Gram, for example, right? Because, the lowest level of the scene, right? Bottom tier, right? Literally, bottom tier, there's like 30, 40-year-old men, though, right? They're failed MCs. They've never, succeeded like that. They had all the potential, but they wasted their time on useless things, though, right? And they're mad that they never made it, but they want to throw that energy onto younger people who actually took the same opportunities they did, but even better, and they invested type thing. And you know what them old guys do, right? They sit on a podcast all day complaining about how they seen this and that instead of taking personal accountability. They don't take a personal accountability. They hate on kids, but they have
Man,
kids of their own, but they don't look after their kids.
bro, I get annoyed when younger people say the generation above us failed us. Like, you grown as hell, bro. You in your 30s talking about the generation.
No,
No,
look,
you
I
you had
respect
time
the
to correct
OGs,
shit.
but there's no, but look, bro, look, I'm trying to tell you though as well, right? I respect OGs and all of that, bro. But the ones I'm talking about those guys, right? The ones I actually gave the example of,
Oh,
those are like the ones who never did anything. They failed and they're like bottom tier of the scene, and they're like stuck in the past, but at the same time, with that mindset, they keep throwing onto younger guys, right? Younger guys can constantly look. They can keep addressing it until it becomes so draining that
we
they
we talking
literally
about
move away. They move away from that kind of scene, though.
it's two totally different contexts we talking about.
All
I'm
right,
talking
continue.
about Yeah, no, I was talking about how people say the generation before them failed them. Okay, that's cool, but what did you do for the generation behind you?
Yeah,
I can sit up late. I don't feel my mother or father failed me. I mean, me personally. Now, generalizing it, even if they did, so fucking what? You got to pick up the ball and go with it. Just because
Exactly.
you didn't get the fucking golden road paid for you, don't mean you can't pave the golden road for the people behind you. Okay,
That's
we can if you can acknowledge that the people ahead of you fucked up, you should be able to be responsible for the people behind you now. So I don't see the point. Like, I don't like people. I don't like when people justify their situation instead of take accountability for their situation. I just don't like it. Even if somebody put you in a fucked up situation, you let them put you in a fucked up situation. As an adult, as a kid, you have no control over that. But as an adult, you totally do. I'm not gonna sit up here and complain about what my ex-wife did because I put her in position for her to do it. Flat and simple. That's my fault, not her. You can't you can't fault nobody for being who they are. You gotta fault yourself for dealing with what they had. That's accountability. People will be whoever the fuck they are. You can't change that. You can change you. You can change the people around you, and you can change the environments you put yourself in. So if you don't like the shit you see out the window, move. Flat and simple. That's all you got to do. Is it that easy? No, it's not easy sometimes, but it's necessary. Life ain't supposed to be fucking easy. Everybody
Hmm.
looking for that easy button. Ever since Staples came out with that damn easy button, everybody looking for that motherfucker to push. No, you got to put the work in.
Nah, don't blame that on Staples. Nah, don't blame that shit on Staples. Because somebody been trying to invent that shit before Staples, and that's the fucking problem. Y'all looking for easy roads and easy access. That's the problem. Nothing in
wait,
this
I
life
get
is
you on
easy.
that, but this is good as well. I've seen those guys though, right? The example I gave those 30, 40-year-old men, they're like bottom tier of the scene and they've never done anything, right? But they want to take instead of taking accountability for their own failure, they want to blame it on younger people, and they want to blame the state of their scene on a younger person, right? Because the younger person's doing better than they did.
Well, you gotta let them have that. Then you gotta let you
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah,
let them
you
have
just
that.
move.
You gotta let
Yeah,
them.
just
You gotta
move
let them
around.
have that.
Yeah, but
If
at
you
the
let
same
them
time,
have,
continue. Sorry.
no, you. What I'm saying is, you just gotta let them have it, right? Let them sit in their misery. Don't join them. This is what the whole show was about. You can't don't match their energy. It's gonna hurt you more than it hurts them. Why? Because if you match their energy, you're gonna be dwelling with them. You don't have you don't have that energy to do that. Your energy is high. You stay high. You don't
All
sit
right.
there and dwell with them because that 40-year-old didn't want to take the opportunities that the 20-year-old didn't took. That's on him. That means he didn't want to succeed. He want to blame the world. You don't have to blame them. Don't sit there and dwell with them. You do what you need to do. This is what we're talking about. This is why we always talk about wants and needs, right? If you knew you need to do something to be successful, you're going to do it. That man didn't want to be successful. He used it as a hobby. You took that as a profession. When you take something as a profession, you know you want to be the best at it. A hobby, you don't really want to be the best at your hobby. If you go fishing, all right, I'm gonna just go fishing. Why? I might want to catch a fish and then throw it back in. But when you catching the fish to eat, you gonna do what you need to do because your ass is starving. So when you're starving, you're gonna get that fish and gut it, clean it, cook it. You're gonna do things that you need to do.
You're gonna live that shit, bro.
Yeah, one's gonna do it for sport. You doing it out of necessity. That's the two. So when you understand that, you don't have to dwell with that 40-year-old. Don't let that 40-year-old bring you down. You too high energetic for you to be dwelling with them. This is what the show is about. Stop matching their energy because it's gonna hurt you more than it helps them. Because you're gonna be dwelling with them and they're gonna be laughing at you because you dwelling with them. Aha, misery love company. I got one, coach, and that might be you. So don't do that.
All right, that makes sense though, actually.
It's energy transfer, bro. People try to energy dump on people all the time because they life fucked up. They want to make other people life fucked up. That's this. I mean, that's what low vibration is, bro. That's all. Yeah, man. I the only advice I can give in that situation is if it's not conducive to what you doing, just move around, bro. Shit, just move around. That's why I say it's a lot of times I be scrolling, I hear shit that I don't agree with. I don't even make a comment or hit a link or nothing. I just keep it moving, bro. People be saying some crazy ass shit, but if I start engaging with them, I'm just as delusional as they ass. So I'm good, bro. It's some delusional ass people. Look, bro, everybody don't need a voice. I'm not trying to be funny and this shit, but I'm being real, bro. Everybody's voice do not need to be heard because somebody will be saying some crazy shit and it'd be other crazy people hear that shit and it's justifying their situation. Now they got a group of crazy motherfuckers running around spitting delusional shit. Like the shit on TikTok, like with a lot of these people saying about relationship. I'm looking like that's why all y'all motherfuckers single. Y'all don't know what it takes. The relationship is work, bro. And it ain't work from one person. If you have an independent mind, you need to stay alone. Flat and simple. You don't need to be in a relationship. If you're an independent man or woman, stay the fuck alone, bro. Because relationship is a partnership. It's two people. It's not independent. Independent mindset means alone, single. So if you independent, keep your independent stuff. I don't think this is my thing, and this woman got mad as hell, bro. I asked her. I said, "Are you an independent woman?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "So why the hell are you complaining about men then? Like, why are you? That shit is asinine. You're independent. That means alone. You shouldn't give a fuck about what men do or think or none of that. It don't. But this is the problem with today's society. Everybody want the world to conform to what makes them comfortable.
Right.
You got people online asking a question, are trans women women? No, that's what the word trans mean, motherfucker. What the fuck is you asking is trans woman a woman for? If it was a woman, it'd be as a woman. It wouldn't be as a trans woman a woman. Y'all delusional, and then they be trying to sound all philosophical and shit. Well, if you look at the definition of male and female biologically, bro, look, if you got balls, you a dude. If you got a vagina, you're a female. Simple as that, bro. If you born with ovaries, if they work or not, you're a fucking woman. If you're not born with ovaries and you get your shit cut off, you're still not a woman because you don't have fucking ovaries. Okay? Trans means to change. Okay? You had to change into something. You're not that. You change. You're alternate. You altered yourself. It took a surgery to do it. You didn't go to sleep a man and wake up a woman. No, that did not happen.
Now,
Flat and simple.
like you,
Now
There
there
are-
are, but there are. Let's get it correct. People be confusing it because there are hermaphrodites. You see where I'm coming from? There are chicks with dicks, but they don't exist in the America. Well, the chicks with dicks don't exist in the Americas. They're somewhere. Where is it?
No, yes,
They're not
do.
here.
they exist.
No, yes, they are.
No.
Yes, they are.
You didn't hear what I said. You didn't hear what I said. They're not on this side. They originated from I forgot. I think it was towards the Asia, somewhere around that side. Where is Asia?
It's a
not
genetic
here.
defect. Is when that happens, is they're born with 3 chromosomes instead of 2.
Yeah.
That's when that happens. So that can happen. I'm working in a hospital. I did 4 surgeries, and 3 of them they decided to be females, and 1 of them decided to be a male.
Mm-hmm.
But they had ovaries and everything. They had ovaries. Yeah, they had ovaries and everything. It's a mutation, and that's a variable. You know what I'm saying?
We don't have that option, and that's why I'm sitting here like, wait a minute, no man,
Right.
you only got one fucking organ, and even them, they have to pick and choose. You see where I'm coming from? What genitals they want to keep, depending on the organs they got inside. Because even if they got, a male or, all right, let's put it like this: even if they do got an outside, instead of a vagina, their organs inside can still be female. You see where I'm coming from? Like, I'm gonna put Madonna as an example. Madonna's history is out there, but a lot of people don't know about it. Right? Her biography is out there.
Man, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. I confirm that because her parents grew up down the street from my mama.
So why would she
people
lie?
know Madonna is weird. It's weird. That's why I never went public. She was going through some shit, and
that shit got leaked. That's how a lot of people in my generation know about it.
She was at that time. I don't want
It was a whole interview they did with her, and they put that John outside, and it's hard to find that interview.
I say it like this: look at what she was going through at the time she did that interview. She was into that satanic stuff.
She was young as shit.
Drugs,
she was gone.
Yeah, she was real young when she did that interview. Like, she didn't
22.
have no kids
What's
yet.
up, 22? Rudy, how you doing?
Oh,
Rudy?
gee.
Good to see you.
But that is crazy.
But guillotine. You over in the Philippines spanking monkeys, bro?
I met 2 people in my life that were born like that, and at first I thought it was wild until like they got paperwork and everything. I'm sitting here like, you chose to be like this, but they're their outside didn't match their inside, so they wanted the outside to match the inside, and that's understandable.
Yeah,
that's really understandable compared to what other people, compared to you changing your outside, and now your outside don't even match the inside. Let's make that one make sense. Like I tell you, you are, how can I say, what is it called? Mutilating your body.
But you know what? People do that all the time, though. They
Am I wrong with it?
I'm gonna take it to a philosophical aspect, though. People outside don't match the inside because people be real pretty on the outside, but they be ugly as fuck on the inside. They be like demonic and shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of the prettiest people do some of the most horrendous things, man.
So basically, they have no light inside themselves, though. Spiritual light. They have no light. Their heart is cold and numb.
My wife was showing me the story that she seen on TikTok. And it was this woman was gorgeous. She was pretty. And I'm like, why are you fucking around with little kids, bro? Like, you looking at her, you wouldn't think she'd be fucking. I'm talking about 12-year-olds, 14-year-olds, and a 16-year-old, I think.
Yeah.
12, 13, 16. Like, Like you wouldn't think like this person would do that. But you don't know. It was another story where there's these two doctors up here, and a handsome guy. Like, bro, you a pedo. Like, why are you fucking with little kids? And one of them was a pediatrician, the other one was a rehab therapist. And you look at these guys, they well groomed, highly educated, and they showed they little text messages, and one dude talking about I love being a pedo and I love other pedos. Like this is the best lifestyle. Like what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Alhamdulillah, and so disgusting, man. Pure,
Like
that's pure evil, man. Pure evil,
it,
demon
it
thing, man.
ain't the word, bro. That shit is beyond demonic.
That's
shit is
horrendous. That's that. Listen, man. That's you. It's damn near soulless. That's what it is.
Hold on, let me see.
No soul.
Let me show you this
no
shit. Hold
soul.
on, bro. Because she sent it to me through TikTok
Wow,
with
bro.
these.
Wow. Like, yeah, I gotta agree with you, bro. No soul, bro. No soul, man. No soul.
That's
how
Yeah,
it
but
is.
if you know it's also called this weather, right? If you don't protect your heart, when you let the dark, you know, it's Confessions of a Black Heart. If you let this black mark inside you increase and consume your heart, though, it becomes cold and numb, and your connection to God is gone. Because that's why it says. That's why they say protect your heart, not just your mind. Protect your heart, because God is actually within your heart as well. You know, so it's up to you to decide whether you want to increase it or decrease it, right? And the more bad and evil is done, then it becomes completely cold. And then your heart, your heart is your connection to God is gone. So when you're praying with that kind of heart, you have no connection. You're not feeling no tears. Because when you're in prayer, right? The reason why tears is coming down your face is because you're deeply connected with God, that it gives you an emotional feeling.
yeah. That's the spiritual concept of it, though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the spiritual concept, right? But when you like when the total
Oh,
disconnect is over, it's because the soul ain't even registering to your conscience, your spirit, nothing. There's no connection there. That's why there's a lot of zombies running around the world because they soul ain't connected to nothing. It's just disgusting. It's like they just there. It's just there. They just exist.
You know
This
what?
is
I have
why
a question too.
go ahead.
You know what? I've always wondered this, right? And I think I asked it to you, OG, and I think you kind of answered it in my panel a little bit, but we didn't go all the way through. Right? Why is it that some of us, right? I mean, I think kids have it, but when we grow up, it's like we don't have that how can I say that intuition, that feeling no more, that vibe
Intuition.
where yeah, my bad, I can't pronounce it. Don't make fun of me. The
I got no, no.
Spanish
I
tries
got
to
you.
come
No,
out.
I got no, no. I got you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So right, it's like as a kid, I always had this vibe within me, like, all right, this is not right, this is good, this is safe, but over here, this is dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it felt like in a form of a mystery, like, damn, I can't tell if it's a good thing, if it's a bad thing. I can't tell if this person has good energy or bad energy. You see where I'm coming from? But as I got
Mm-hmm.
older, I still have it. But there's only a few of us as we get older that still stick to them type of vibes, whereas in kids have it all the time. So
That's
I wonder why.
why is because we get into the physical aspect of life, right? This is what I was saying earlier, right? But once you feel like you're grown, right? You're grown, right? That means you stop everything around you stops growing, right? But you're only supposed to be grown physically. You're supposed to continue to grow spiritually. You're supposed to continue to grow emotionally. That's how you can control your emotions. You're supposed to grow spiritually. That's why you can tell the good from the bad. That's why your morality continues to improve because you still have room for growth. But people grow when they grow, they stop everything. My way is right. I don't care. My intuition is right. People be so hurt. The intuition only works for them, but it don't work for nobody else. It only works when you get hurt. But you can't find the intuition for somebody around you that's getting hurt. It's all about you. So when it's about you, you stop growing, and when you stop growing, everything around you stop growing. Your spiritual understanding stops growing. Your soulful growing, it stops. All that stops because you grown. Now you this is why you know the religion aspect, they fucked it up, because that's why you're supposed to be childlike, because when you childlike you get to soak everything in, you get to see things in that perspective and say, okay, that might work for me, let me hold on to that. This ain't gonna work for me, let me get rid of that. But when you grown, everything stopped. My way is the best way, this, that, and third. And that's what fucks a lot of people's lives up. And that's why a lot of people are in this independent stage that they're in now, because their way is the only way. But I'm gonna say this: independence is like insane. You're not in the right frame of dependency. Was when you're in the right frame of dependency, you can't be independent because you understand you're going to need someone, something, somebody. When that happens, you can no longer be independent. And that's what I'm saying. People just take things and run with it instead of just they I'm gonna say what words say. People know the definition, but not the meaning. That's
Mhm.
why a lot of people are stuck where they at.
Yeah.
A lot of times they know the meaning and not the actual definition.
Oh, okay. One way or the other, they missing. They
Well,
missing the.
both is both ways
Okay, yeah.
because the meaning of something technically is not the definition. The definition just defines a word, but the meaning is how the word interacts. That's the best way I can say them. Like love. Love has a definition, but it means something to different people.
Totally different.
Even home. Home has a definition, but it has a different meaning. Like some people say the home is where the heart is. Well, the home is a physical place, is a house, is what you inhabit. But home can be anywhere to people. It don't have to be a physical place. It can be a environment with the people they care about. Will make them feel comfortable. That can be home to people. So
Hmm.
the meaning and so it worked both ways. What people apply things to the wrong. They apply words to the wrong things sometimes. That's what most people do. I mean, I'm just being real. Or they apply the concept to everything. Like I was saying, like matching people energy. That concept came from communication. It didn't come from interacting. I mean, I ain't gonna say interacting because communication is a form of interaction. But it didn't come from. It didn't when the person when they came up with that concept, they didn't come up with it for negativity. They came up with it as a positive way to interact with people or how to connect with people. So it was created for something positive, but it's used for something negative.
So in other
That's the
words, what you saying is they use it for a mono reason instead of a duality reason. That's what the concept come from.
well, they lazy. They lazy. So they instead of applying it to its proper context, they apply it to anything and everything. So everything
Mm.
has a place. Everything has a reason. Like it's a consequence to every action. So, like I said, matching people energy in the wrong way can be more detrimental than helpful at times. But if you do it in a way it was meant to be used, you'll get a positive result from it. Majority
Maybe.
of the time.
Yeah, because I was about to
Majority.
say, yeah, because if you match it in the right way, you might get stuck there as well. You stuck there like,
Well,
yeah,
you
what? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, how to get
yeah.
out of there? Yeah, and
Well,
that's what I was trying to tell Riaz earlier. That's why you can't match it, because if you get stuck there, you might be there for that 20 years. You gonna be the 40-year-old, and he gonna be 60. Y'all just gonna be in the same motion together because you
Yeah,
stuck
I
in that in
agree.
that in that mode. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's not productive for some people to match other people's energy, because you may not be able to get up out of it.
Oh wait, actually, you know what? Actually, you have a point. I agree with you. You know, I was also saying based on the example I gave too. You know what them young
Mm-hmm.
guys do? They do match at first, but then you know what they do? They just made themselves. They realize they came to the realization they don't have to. You know what they do is they just find a way to move around those people, though, right? Because they realize though that they'll know better if they keep going at it, right? So they just, they just do. they just, find another way to just, they leave the scene for a moment, do something else, and then come back better. So, so like, so they just find ways to, be better than those people because they realize though that they're gonna continue the same cycle if they actually match their energy those 30, 40-year-old guys right in the bottom tier doing, and and I agree with you. And those guys though that I mentioned, right, the reason they're in the bottom tier is because they made themselves be like that. They're not just bottom tier because they're failed MCs, they're actually bottom tier because of their low vibration energy and their unwillingness to succeed and refusal to take personal accountability, but want to throw that on other people. Even respected OGs though, right? Even respected OGs though, older guys though, respected MCs though, right? You know what they even said though? They said, scene needs to evolve and it's not a high school reunion thing, so, that type thing.
Well, you just be responsible enough to stay away from them, so you ain't gotta be accountable for their foolishness. That's the best that I can tell you.
I don't really encounter them like that. I'm always around people who's good because my soul guides me to the right people.
Okay, that's what's up then.
But I hate to cut this, y'all, but it is 4 a.m, man. I gotta get my butt up.
Yeah,
to the water park
absolutely.
tomorrow, man.
Okay, water park. That's what's up.
I didn't even know it was slow, bro.
Yeah.
I came on late today.
Yeah, we was cooking.
I was motivated. But you know what I want to talk about, Gary, next time?
Yo, what's up?
The Adam and Eve within you. And I'm gonna talk about because I've been studying and I've been getting back into my esoteric. But yeah, we're gonna talk about the left and right hemispheres of the brain. And I'm gonna associate that to Adam and Eve within you. So
we're gonna get the old word back. We getting the old.
I'm ready when you are. we going forewarn y'all. Have an open mind, right? Don't feel triggered. Don't feel attacked. We're just having a conversation. This is not for anybody in specific. We're having a conversation. No. I'm putting it out there now. No, fuck this. I'm putting this out there now.
I'm telling you this. Fuck that. I want the smoke. Bring that shit.
Okay, smoke.
I want smoke. Bring me all the smoke. I want the smoke. I only talk about shit I know.
Share the screen so I can play your song before you end your live.
Hold on.
You heard me, Word?
Yeah. Here we go.
All I did was just came up here to just show my guys some love. Show my guys some love because he ain't been on here for a while. And I ain't been up here with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I was
you gotta bring the man back this way. Let's do it.
Right here.
I brought him back with my song, Chill.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you, Gary, I recently got this new bandana because remember I told you to spend time in Spain for 3 to 4, 3 days, 2 nights, but then I had 1 extra day, right? Because I was stuck in the airport for like 12 hours, so because first flight got delayed multiple times, then canceled, then rescheduled, and then I came home on Friday. I just decided to take it as like basically God had a different plan.
Let me know when you're ready.
Go ahead, Ray.
Hey, Word, we've been shortchanged. I know she's doing the math. I know she's doing the chart. I'm just asking you, we've been shortchanged. I was counting in my mind, right? The 13 months and all that. I ain't the age I'm supposed to be.
Oh,
I'm dead.
Yeah, you calculate that.
I've been peeped that.
Wait,
I've been peeped that. Because if you realize, because it's supposed to be 13, but we only go by 12 months. Yeah, we've been. Our age is wrong. The New Year's is wrong. Not just that. When we get paid, hold on. When we get paid, we don't get paid the total amount that we're. I'm not talking about all the tax deduction. I'll be looking at. I'm like, do y'all know we got 4 weeks? No, what is it? Yeah, I think it is 4 weeks of unpaid services. How can I say of unpaid services that we don't get paid for? They were like, you bullshit. I was like, 13 months.
Nah, you
Okay,
get
wait.
that.
I'll
Nuh-uh,
get it
you get
days though,
that.
Gary. Though if it was like 13
Dude,
months,
No, we don't
do
get
you
that.
think my age is wrong
but
too, though?
but look, even though it's 13 months, it's still based on 365 days. It's still based on that amount of days. It's
The math
just
don't add up because then you got to realize they also took the days off of February, made them shorter.
no.
I was like,
I'm
I
not
did the
sure.
math.
Let
I
me do
did the
the
math. I was listening to who was it? I was listening to somebody. And then
Wait,
I
I was
took out the
gonna say what
calculator
age?
and
If
I
it was 13,
started doing all this. I'm like, math ain't mathing. The
I'm
boy was
gonna ask
correct on
though,
our
Gary.
income, how we're not really
Wait,
getting paid what we're supposed to. Math ain't
if
mathing.
it
Y'all
was,
pull out the calculators
oh,
and do the
okay.
math.
Yeah, you have an interesting point though. I
No,
was
it's
gonna
still
say
every day
13
will be
months.
28
How
days.
old would
Every
I
month will have
actually
28.
be? I'm like 24 right
Yeah,
now.
but they don't even count days. They count months. It's 12 months in a year. So, and if it's only supposed to be 364, because it's not going to be 365, no matter how you put it. So that's what I'm saying. I tell you, this is why you can't leave me alone, because I start doing some shit that I ain't supposed to be doing. I'm like, wait a minute, man, I ain't this age. I'm supposed to be younger than that.
Wait, what age am I supposed to be if there's 13 months though?
Man,
They
look,
got
I'm not about
You're
to
gonna
sit
have
up
to
here and
stay
talk to
here.
y'all about days in a month. I'm about to get my ass off here and go to sleep.
I'm
Ryder's
getting
about
off
to
here
put
right now.
music.
Go ahead,
Okay.
do what y'all do.
Y'all ready?
Riaz
Let's
is
go
up
Y'all
here
ready?
for another
before I go on
three.
a tangent right now.
Is Riaz to keep us up here another 3 days talking
I'm
about
gonna start my birthday. Y'all go ahead and do what y'all do.
happy birthday to you.
I'm gonna press play,
Happy
y'all guys.
birthday. That's my guy, man.
Oh shit, it's your birthday, OG?
Wait, it's your
Yeah, he
Happy
just
birthday.
popped
birthday.
up.
Happy
All right, I'm gonna
birthday.
play this and then I'm gonna hop off the panel.
Riders for life. They see the movement, but they don't see the mind.
You hear it?
The world is noisy,
Yeah, I hear it.
but out here finding the design. Observe the game before you play it. Listen to the word. Yeah. 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 The word he speaks of days long past. Lessons learned that will forever last. Guiding with wisdom from the past. A beacon of light in a world so vast. He's the one who watches while the rest just talk. Mapping out the truth in the way he walks. A deep-seated mind with a vision so clear. Turning quiet observations into words we should hear. While the haters keep losing in the noise, in the lies. He's the wisdom of the world with the sun in his eyes. His stories paint a picture clear of triumphs, failures, and all we hold dear. A role model for those who hear. A legacy for the young to steer. They're playing checkers while he's studying the board. Finding peace in the truth that they choose to ignore. He doesn't react, he just sits back and sees the roots of the forest while they stuck in the trees. You can't battle a man who's found his own soul. He's the one in the booth while he's taking control. Father, husband, son, so true. And in his footsteps we all grew. A man of honor through and through. Leading by example in all he do. He's the one who watches while the rest just talk. Mapping out the truth in the way he walks. A deep-seated mind with a vision so clear. Turning quiet observations into words we should hear. While the haters keep losing in the noise and the lies. He's the wisdom of the world with the sun in his eyes. He's a student of the game, a philosopher of the street. Observing every move while you're chasing the tweet. You're looking for a headline, he's looking for the truth. Providing the blueprint and the wisdom for the youth. While you're stuck in the comments, he's in the higher lane. Turning every observation into power, not pain. So keep your hate on the shelf and your hands out the pot. Cause he's the king of the podcast, like it or not. He's an old soul trapped in a modern day script. Reading lines of wisdom while the culture is stripped. Walking through the digital veil with an ancient pace. A timeless spirit in this shallow space. They try to program his mind to a brand new beat. but he's got the ancestors' rhythm underneath his feet. He doesn't fit the mold, he doesn't play the part. Just a vintage truth with a lion's heart. Leading by example, that's the word. Riders for life, and that's on everything. North Philly, baby.
Shout out to the word, yo. Let me get off this.
Man,
John,
shout
and
out
I
to
appreciate
you.
everything you do.
Shout out to you, man. I appreciate that, man. That sent chills down my spine, man. I'm grateful and I appreciate
Man,
that you even see
I
what
appreciate
I'm
you too.
attempting to do. That means a lot to me. I mean that from the bottom of my heart because
You've been real since the day we met. So shit, I gotta show props
I,
where props is due. I'm telling everybody.
it ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it's not easy. It's just coming in these spaces, man, and just being genuine. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's not easy. It's easy to do, but it's not. It's not the hot thing to do, right? But it's necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because what's bigger is something bigger than me, which is my kids, man. I gotta show them daddy is always daddy. No matter where daddy at, he gonna be daddy. I'm gonna be me, regardless of the circumstances or situation. I'm gonna just be me, and I'm proud of. I'm a proud person. They say pride comes before the fall. That's bullshit. Um, Pride made me not fall because I'm a prideful person. I won't do certain things because of my pride. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sell out to make a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm too proud to do that shit. So pride can be used in different ways, and I choose to use it in a positive way. So I appreciate that though, sis. That's fire, man. That is fire. I mean, the first time I heard that, man, I felt the chill, and it's like I know coming from you is genuine. You know what I'm saying? That's why
Yeah.
I'm grateful and appreciative. Everybody who give you compliments or say good things about you don't mean it, but I know you do. That's why it hit different. And for you to even take out, and I know you rate, so I know that came from the heart. So for you to
It
even
did.
take that time out to do that, I
I
mean,
transformed
that
that
that's
poem. Remember that poem I made you? I just transformed
yeah,
it, made some hooks to it, gave it some bridges. And I didn't even know how to write music for real until somebody was like, just keep doing it. Who was it? Nate? I think it was Nate. Nate was the first one, wasn't he? Yeah, it was Nate. Damn, like it's been a minute. Nate was the very first one, and I had to really look into it, and I didn't even know, how. I was like, damn, I could really turn my poetry into this. I was like, all right, fuck it. All I gotta do is just add some shit to it, and boom, there we go. Here we are today. It took me a couple of years, as you can see, since you introduced me to Nate, or Nate introduced me to you. I don't know how the fuck it went.
well,
But
I actually knew you before. Well, I knew of you before I knew Nate. And then when I met Nate, that's when I had access to you, like to be able to communicate with you through his chat. So,
yeah, because I
but
was
yeah,
following Nate. There you go. Facts, facts, facts. But that's a fact. Keep doing what you're doing, man. And I'm glad you bringing back, what we was doing before, because that joint is needed. Now I got some videos I can react to. Um,
yeah, man, I'm about to
but
get back into the metaphysic, the esoteric. That's what I live, man. That's what I do, and that's what helped me. It might not help everybody, but the people who
it
get it,
helps some people.
get it.
Like
Yeah,
I've had some people that be like, "Yo, who the word?" I was like, "Just hit the link over there, and you can go to his channel and check him out." That's what I'm like. Believe it or not, there's a lot of people. Like I keep trying to tell people, my channel ain't the same as everybody else. I try to expand it. It's like I should have named it Writers for Life Brings It All, but that's my backup channel. But let me get off this, John. Right? Like I said, man, I appreciate everything you do, man. Keep doing what you're doing. And trust me, little by little, you're like you told me the first time, you're gonna find your lane. You're finding it. You see where we at? Like
Oh,
you don't go live much, and look how it be popping. So
yeah, man. I've been putting some stuff together with the wife. Like I'm doing stuff in real life now, but
yeah,
I'm
and you
gonna get
making
back
them
to
miss you
it.
though. So
Man, you know
you,
what? I got the people I was doing the mentorship with. I don't know if you heard earlier, but I got into it with the dude, so I dropped out. Well, it was they kind of dropped me. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool. I don't need people to help people. I don't need other
no, you
people
can
to help
start your
people. I
own
do it
thing, like the
myself.
lady told me over here. Start your own thing
Yeah.
for real.
Oh,
But
my sister in law about the she she
I ain't gonna
she
lie.
do
Where
it,
you've got people around you that I think you could trust, that you could start a little board membership thingy, get funds
yeah.
from the
That's
city, and put your own funds in it. That's all you need.
yeah. That's
5 people.
That's what we're doing now. I'm about to start a nonprofit with it. I'm working on that, getting everything together. So I'm gonna start a nonprofit with mentoring, and then I'm looking. I got two women. It's a group of women. They got their own nonprofit organization called Changing Women, and they do like what is those like? They go to resorts. They do it on a high level. Like this lady, yeah, she do it on a high level, and she want to start something with men, like mentoring men. Well, I'm more geared to the kids, but I'm gonna link up with her to help her with the men, and she gonna help me set up the thing for the kids. So it's just networking, just and then this is something I always had access to. I just didn't want to go that route, but that was my own. Uh,
Sometimes we don't have a choice. I wanted to do it my
yeah,
way
it
in the
it,
beginning, and it was
it,
like
it, it was
every
just my own. I didn't want to go that route. I wanted to do it on my own.
But
But
if you notice and you peep, is what we've been saying anyways. Like if we do it like this, and if you take, I'm gonna say it in a way that I know you're gonna understand, but some people not. They're gonna be stuck. Man, we gotta find a way to sleep with these politicians, right? And infiltrate. And I don't mean sleep like sexually for some people, but word understands exactly what I'm saying.
oh no,
People
I
talking
already know.
about real shit. Like, and what we're doing it the right way. Like I said, like let's just keep doing it like this, and we're going to find ways to find each other on the outside. Trust and believe that us. You see where I'm coming from? The us that are trying to do this, these organizations. I had to say that to some lady that was dealing with an organization the other day. She's like, "Man, they fucking me over." I was like, "You got to take advantage of what you take advantage of, and then when we make it up there, that's when we got the power. Right now, we ain't got none, so we have to find a way to unite and get it."
Hey man, it's a blueprint. It was done to us, so it can be done.
Yeah,
But
but we're not following
yeah,
it. But
I'm saying,
you, plenty of other content creators have said it, and I'm saying, I was like, do y'all not listen that we're giving out the blueprint? You see, that's why I was like, I'm not gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep putting it
yeah,
in. How can I
I
say it?
mean,
I'm gonna keep talking in ways where you're gonna have to decode what I'm saying. Fuck it from now on.
yeah, because you end up giving people your own playbook. The wrong people get the playbook, then they know all your plays, and you got
Exactly.
no leverage. So I mean, you
That's what I'm saying.
just sometimes people talk too much. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Everything ain't meant to be said out loud. So especially when you're trying to get shit done, you got to kind of move in silence. You know what I'm saying?
Malcolm
If you
X
really
is one of the
want to get
ones that
things
left the message. You're correct. Yeah, people are like, oh, you talk about him so much. I'm not putting the man on a pedestal. I'm putting his message. But y'all not peeping what I'm saying. So fuck it. I'm gonna get up there and y'all gonna be trying to figure out why. See where I'm coming from. So it's like I'm there, but they're not even seeing what I'm doing. So it's like I'm all right, I'm good. I don't want that shine on me. When it comes, by the time it comes, I'm gonna be in the shadows. And I'm right on what I'm saying. Because it
Oh
ain't
my
meant for
God.
us. It's meant for that legacy we're leaving behind. But let me get off this junk because we're gonna keep talking. My bad. What you gonna say?
Oh no, I was looking for I lost a pair of my earbuds. I was looking for the case and stuck my hand in the
Oh,
corner of the couch and found this old phone that my kids been going crazy looking for. And I just found it in the couch. So that's why I was like, oh my God. Looking for this thing for like 2 months and it's been in the couch the whole time.
you're taking the right
But yeah,
route, man. Trust me, we all want to find each other. Like it's in that same blueprint you're talking about right now. So I mean, little by little, we're opening our eyes, but it ain't meant for us. It is meant for the next generation. We just gotta prepare it and make sure they understand. Will we see it?
Yeah.
I don't know. You said it before. I think on one of your lives, you said we don't. What the seed that we're. I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna put it in my own words because I can't say word by word what you said. Basically, what I understood was that the seed that we're planting are the ones that are going to experience. You see where I'm coming from. The how can I say the effect, but not in a bad way, of what we're preparing for them. See, a lot of us don't see it, but some of us are seeing through the smoke now.
Yeah, the seeds we plant, the fruit ain't for us. It's for the generation after. You know,
Exactly.
it's for the kids after us. You know, so
So we gotta
that's
really need that.
the best analogy I can give is my mother-in-law
I'm listening.
planted a tree years ago. Right, she planted a tree years ago. When she was alive, that tree never sprouted fruit. The year she died, the tree sprouted fruit. She
It's
didn't
about
plant it for her.
Yep.
She planted it for us to eat. So, you know, we benefiting from the work she put in. So my kids got to benefit from the work I put in. So,
Yep. Each one teach one. So let me get off because we'll keep talking, and I'll see you in your next live, so you can end your live. And you gotta
appreciate
grip
you.
my email. Once you type me, I could type you back, and I could leave you the song and stuff like that. You can keep it for you. You won't get
Oh,
copyright. Trust me. You'll see when you end this, John.
okay. So
So
you said what now?
I said once you grip up my email and send me an email, I could send you the copy of that song and you can keep it.
Okay. So okay, I just sent you. I
Yeah, you should have my
your
email
email
or
page.
yeah. Let me put it back here so you could save it.
I got to switch my email.
Oh,
I'd be switching to like 4 or 5 different email accounts.
see, that's my email right there.
Oh, I get it here. Writers for life.
No, it's not Writers for Life. It's in your back chat. It's in the private chat. All you gotta do is copy and paste it.
Okay, hold on. Let me. I ain't even got my email on this laptop, but
Yeah, just save the John so that way you could remember it.
yeah, I'm gonna type it in my phone now, and then that way. Okay. Man, I can't see this little ass. Look, I really can't see, man.
Oh shit! Because the background is white. That's why.
Oh no, it's just little.
Don't be
Like I
quiet.
can't. Y'all know Polo Tink Tink can't see. Yep, I got you right here. Okay, cool. Let me.
Be quiet. Don't pull out my government like that. Yo, cut that in.
What?
Let me
Okay,
get
I
off this
just
show.
I emailed you what up though.
I'll check it in a minute. Let me do this little clip. Where's my
All
Gmail
right,
at?
I appreciate you, sis. Huh?
No, I was looking for my email. All right, I appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep your head up. All right?
Oh, for sure, sis, for sure. I'm gonna get with you.
All right, got little girl.
All right, y'all, man. I appreciate y'all coming through. You know, I ain't been on for a while, so y'all coming through. I appreciate that, man. Because out of sight, out of mind, a lot of times. But y'all still came through and rocked out with y'all, boy. Even though I ain't been on here in a while, I'm gonna be back consistently. I keep saying next month, next month. I'm gonna be honest with you. Life is lifing. I don't know when I'm gonna be more consistent. Right now, I really don't. It's about to get hot. The kids, my son, about to be out of school. You know, I'm a dad, man. I'm a father. I'm a husband. So I spend, a lot of time with my kids. That's the only time I really come on here is when the whole house sleep. When they up, then I'm with them. So, um, yeah. So I'm gonna try to get back. I'm gonna try to get on the schedule. If there's a topic or something y'all want to talk about, y'all can email me. Y'all can DM me. I can talk about it. If you want to get in contact with me, if you need some coaching, you can hit me on Instagram. Catch me on TikTok. I'll be over there. You catch me on here, man. Just let me know. I'm always here for the people, man. Love y'all, man. Y'all take it easy, man. Y'all know what I always say. Care about how you feel. These are conversations that create nation. And if I say anything that resonated with you, do me a favor. Hit that share button. Tell somebody. Help me spread the word. But until next time, we out.